Welcome everyone to another episode of Project Assembled. Today I'm joined by Dwayne from Marvel Mad. How are you doing?
Not too bad, my friend. It's been a long week. I feel ever so drained for some reason that lot, but we're powering through that lot, and I need to get these next couple of weeks out of the way, and then I've got some really fun stuff coming up. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm all good. How about yourself?
Yeah, doing well. It was my midterm break this week, so just relaxing, kind of like not really doing much, just kind of taking in the time off, and work starts up again tomorrow or Monday, so yeah,
All right. Oh, bloody
right
hell.
right back to it. So
Oh, bless you.
yeah, it's been a good week though, just kind of laying back and not having to worry about much.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, today we are going to be discussing Daredevil Born Again, our preview of the series. By the time this comes out, the first two episodes will have
Yeah.
released, but this is being recorded February 28th. So yeah, we're just going to share our thoughts on. We haven't done a trailer discussion. We
Yeah.
kind of kept postponing that, and now it kind of lined up that we can like not specifically talk about the trailer, but talk about the show just in general before we go into it next week. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to March 4th. It's going to
Mm.
be a big day. The big thing for me though is it's dropping at 9 p.m. here. I have a 9 a.m. class the next morning, so I have to wait until the afternoon of Wednesday when I get back from class.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I have to wait that long to see
Oh,
it.
well, I was going to say that we don't get it until the 5th.
Oh,
So I'm
really?
presuming, yeah. So I'm presuming it's gonna be like 2, 3 in the morning when we actually get it over here.
Yeah, it should be.
So I'm either very tempted to wait up until 2, 3 in the morning because I've got Wednesdays off, or what I normally do is get up about 6, 7 on the Wednesday morning and then just binge the episodes there. So it's probably what I'm more likely going to do. But yeah, I cannot. Yeah, I can't wait for March 5th over here. So
Yeah, I was disappointed to see that they're still dropping at 9 p.m. here, and
yeah,
of course, with the luck of both of us on this show, um, I have a class the next morning, so I can't stay up to watch them, um, or else I'm going to be super tired that day. So yeah. So with that being said, though, I on my channel I'm going to be doing a review for each episode as they come out. So if you keep an eye out on my channel, on Wednesdays, I guess, from between 4 and 5 p.m. my time, both of those reviews should be up. But I'll keep everyone updated. Are you going to be doing reviews on your channel too?
I'm going to say yeah. I'll be doing episodes each time. So it'd be I see it on the Wednesday, so it'll be on the Thursday for us.
Okay.
So check out each Thursday. You know, like our normal time is 7:30 over on Marvel Mad. So, but quick maths, half two.
Yeah, around that.
Yeah, half two round your end. So yeah, keep an eye out on Marvel Mad that long. We'll be able doing the episode by episode reviews of each one as well, and that sort of thing. So, and then at the end, we'll do a whole season review
Yeah.
and that as well. So.
Yeah, so lots to look forward to with Daredevil. So before we get into it, again, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Thwip Media, subscribe to Dwayne's channel, Marvel Mad, subscribe to the Project Assemble YouTube channel, follow all our socials, and make sure to join the Project Assemble Discord server. Everything's linked below, so you can find them all there. And yeah, I guess we'll get into it. So we're going to go through the guiding questions as usual. So my first one, what are you most excited for Daredevil Born Again?
Now, my guilty pleasure answer would be just to see the Punisher again and see what carnage he's going to cause that lot in everything that lot.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the first thing that just series in general, as well as like the trailer and stuff, is how do they get into that calf of Daredevil and Kingpin? What starts that
Oh,
sort of little conversation off,
okay.
and then two, how he's story progresses because it's obviously a continuation from the old Daredevil series,
Yep.
and then obviously another continuation from Echo. So
Yep.
I just can't wait to see how they progress, how he becomes mayor. Just I just can't wait for the story to the story of him leaving the mantle as Daredevil and then coming back to it, and I just
Yeah, I think the thing I'm most excited for is seeing Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio back in their own projects. Like they've made appearances in other things leading up to this, but they are fully in their own projects. It's like going back to formula, like the original series. Like they're back in their roles. They're doing all the dark and gritty stuff that they do. It's going to be awesome. And everything that I've seen based on the press that they've done for the show, they keep hyping it up every time. They're saying, like, you guys are not prepared for what you're going to see. Like, it is insane how much they got away with in the series, in terms of, the darkness, the violence, the decisions they make. Like, it's going to be wild. And today, like, as of recording this, Charlie Cox said that in season 2, they do something that he's been wanting to do for a long time, and it will blow everyone's minds what they do.
Well, they're starting it in there. Is it this week or next week? I think they're starting filming season 2.
It's today, actually.
Yeah. They're starting filming season 2. Are you seeing who's been cast in season 2 as well?
I did. So Matthew Lillard was cast in an undisclosed role. That's huge. I think he's going to play some kind of psychotic character in that. Or he could be playing... I could see him playing a dirty cop.
No, he's got to be a bigger character than that. He's got to be a bigger character than that. I literally don't know who, but he's got to be some mad nutted villain or something.
Stilt Man.
Oh no! Don't do him dirty like that, Jesus!
Yeah. Bring him in. Bring in Stilt Man.
No, that's the Spider-Man 4 baddie. It's all right.
Oh man, I would have words. I would pull up to Sony HQ and be like, "What the heck have you done?"
Tom Holland needed a new villain. He had all these tentacles last time. We just gave him Stiltman instead.
So yeah, I think the thing that's got me the most hyped is just Charlie and Vincent back in their roles and getting back to that world. It's been way too long, and we're finally back. Like it feels like so long ago when we saw the reports that it was delayed because they were redoing the entire thing.
Now, when I seen all that, I'm like, oh, don't do it dirty. Jesus, words. I had like, they weren't going to bring Foggy and
Foggy was going to die. Foggy was going to die. I don't know if that's still a possibility, but we'll see.
You see them like worrying scenes. Let's just say
they're hiding something.
Yeah,
is what I'll say. And I think if you know what happens in the comics to either one of those people, you know who's gonna bite the bullet, but you also could expect them to take a different turn and do the other one. I'm not gonna say what it is to keep spoilers too low.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be intense, and it's like I can't believe it's here. Like it's so crazy that it's finally here.
I'm just so glad as well they've gone like similar to how Echo was, and like the mature route where if you're going to get hit, you're going to feel it sort of thing. You'll feel it through the screen with how hard some of these hits look.
I saw a comment yesterday or the day before saying that they were surprised they were not asked at all to tone down the violence and the gore. And they are, and Feige was like, yeah, keep going, make it more. And apparently, I don't know if I should say this, but with Muse specifically, you might need barf bags for those scenes.
With some of the stuff that I've seen him do in the comics, surely they can't get away with it in the series.
He's going to be doing some sadistic, crazy stuff.
This is what I mean. That like, if they can get away with some of that in the series, oh boy, it's like watching Jack the Ripper's murders all over again.
It's going to be crazy. So yeah, is there anything you are worried about?
I am worried about how they're going to introduce White Tiger and the Punisher as well, sort of thing. I am worried about them because we've not really seen White Tiger at all in anything.
Completely new.
So that's just out of left field, and I'm hoping they keep like the only shot that you see really the Punisher is in with like, you're gonna put the hatchet down now, and he hits the next to Daredevil. I'm hoping they still have him in a role somewhere in that lot, and you can still see the grittiness and like him mowing down somebody in that lot sort of thing.
I think we'll
I
get
still
that.
want that. Yeah, I still want that from the Punisher, but yeah, him and White Tiger, they're the two I'm really worried about because I don't. I want him to still have be the same old Punisher he was from the series,
Yeah.
and then I don't really want to mess them. I don't want them to mess up White Tiger because even though he's not an amazing character now, like he's still quite an important one, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just worried about them too.
Yeah, Punisher, I think, like, I'm not worried about him at all. I think Bernthal, like, especially now that we know he's getting his own special presentation next year, along with season 2 of Daredevil. The directors of this and Charlie Cox realize the weight that the character has on Bernthal, and he wants to actually, like, do a actual compelling take on the character and
Nice.
make it, like, really, he is a tragic character, and
Yeah.
show that and make him, like, show the badass that he is and all that. But
Nice. That's all right.
for White Tiger, it's interesting because in the comics he's got this supernatural aspect to him with the tiger amulet. In
You could
this,
say it's similar to Moon Knight, couldn't you? Sort of thing.
in a
It's a
way,
similar
maybe.
sort of.
But in this, it looks like he's just, wearing a hoodie and a mask, and he's got, like, the amulet, but does it have any kind of power? I don't think so. It might just be like
No.
a family, like,
Heirloom. Sort of
heirloom,
thing.
yeah, like you pass down, like it means something to the family. And maybe his niece Ava gets it down the line and becomes the next White Tiger. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting what they do with his character, considering the kind of supernatural and mythical things that come with the character. So yeah, I think the things that I'm worried about are mainly surrounding, I think it's mostly like, if they don't fully lean in on this aspect of the MCU with the street level story that it looks like they're setting up. And I don't know if I'm setting an expectation for myself and might be disappointed, but if they don't take advantage of the fact that they can build to an event like Devil's Reign down the line, it could be a huge missed opportunity.
Yeah.
And I don't expect it to be instantly in this. I think by the end of the season,
Yeah.
you'll get a clearer idea. Season 2
Yeah.
will get us closer to it. But it's interesting to kind of see where they might go with that decision, because everything that Vincent D'Onofrio is saying about where the character goes is people are going to love where he's going. Something exciting is coming and all that. So to me, it kind of feels like they are alluding to some kind of street level event coming.
Yeah.
And I hope that they start to plant the seeds in this, because if they don't, then it's going to be super, not rushed, but it's going to feel like it just all happens out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they did say that they've got more like directors and show writers and stuff like that, are more like series based, didn't they? So you'd hope. With that being said, they're gonna drop a few hints now, and then by the end of this first series, you can really see it either come in middle of the second series, or by the end of the second series, it'll be in full swing by the third or something like that.
Yeah, because they also said they plan on doing these annually. Like, they want season 1's this year, season 2's the year after, and they're planning on a season 3 and potentially more if it's still successful by the time season 2 comes out and all that, and if the story warrants more time with it. But I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see what they do regarding that whole aspect that they can fully lean in on. But like I have faith in Brad Winderbaum, the head of Marvel streaming and TV, and Feige to recognize that this is something that people are going to want. And
massive.
With what they're doing now, especially with Mayor Fisk, and like heroes can't be allowed to just run around the city. Like you know they're teasing us that something is coming in the same
Massively.
vein of Devil's Reign. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's got me super excited. What aspect of the show has drawn you in?
The action, to be honest,
Action,
how
yeah.
how massive, like some of the fight scenes you see in the trailer. It's like if the fight scenes are that intense in the trailer, what the hell the show's gonna like draw you into now? Because if a short like scenes of him, especially in that one where he's got his little billy club thing and he's whipping
Yeah.
them like people towards
To
him and stuff
Muse,
like
and
that.
he's like throwing him
Yeah,
around and kicking him and
so
doing all the
yeah,
flips. Yeah.
exactly. You see something like that, and it's like, well, that's just a small portion of what the hell they're gonna have actually in the series.
Yep.
So I can see the fight scenes are gonna be absolutely intense as anything. And like I said earlier on, I think when you see them in full swing, you're going to literally feel it sat in your chair, or how intense and nasty they're going to be. Oh boy,
How
I
many
can't
hallway
wait.
fights are we getting?
Oh, it's got to be 2 or 3 a
Really?
season at
3?
least. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
easily. I think 2 or 3 hallway scenes really get like really knitting and then you'll have bigger rooms and stuff like that. But yeah, there'll be like one was like 9 episodes. It's like
It's 9, yeah.
one every other episodes or three every third episode you'll get a hallway scene.
That would be really cool. I did hear they do have, I don't know if it's a hallway scene, but it's a one-shot, like, kind of action sequence that
Nice.
is in the first or second episode, I believe.
With them doing 2 episodes straight away as well, I'd have thought they'd have a real big nasty bang here.
And
This
then
will keep me in.
and then Charlie Cox said that episode 4, I think, there's something in that people are really going to love. So
Nice.
might be another one in there. I think the aspect that's drawn me in is just getting back to that Hell's Kitchen world. Back to like almost exactly what it was in the Netflix show.
Yeah.
Because at this point, they are in the MCU. There are going to be some differences, but the way they've shown it is that it's basically like it could be even darker than it was in the Netflix series. Like it's going to be crime ridden, like super like grimy and just like it's going to look like a place you don't want to go to at all.
Massively.
And that's where Daredevil thrives, is in that dark and gritty environment, and I'm so glad that they went back and retooled the show so it is that, and it's not some, like semi-comedy courtroom drama series that it originally was. Like even Bernthal has come out and said that the original series was dog shit. Like it was.
Oh, I didn't realize he'd come out and said that. Jesus,
it was. Yeah, apparently it wasn't good. So
damn, that's the blessing in disguise, and that is. I didn't realize he'd say that.
Yeah, so
damn.
We are extremely lucky they went back to give us, the same kind of Daredevil that we all know and love. So, yeah, that's what I'm drawn to in this. Which characters, or just a singular character, are you most excited to see? I know you mentioned Punisher, but is there another one that you're excited to see?
I'm excited to see Daredevil and how he progressed, but I just want to see my boy. I really want to see my boy, the Punisher. I'm glad they've brought him into it first. Like myself, I don't think we'll get any of the others in season 1, but I think in season 2 and season 3, I do think we'll get some more of the Defenders in. Myself,
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
like a Luke Cage and Jessica Jones for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I'm glad they brought in the Punisher first, because I just think he just fits that sort of tone and area straight away, sort of thing, and just being nasty and like going to kick 7 bells out of people. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the Punisher. Really, really am. I know that the whole school's been tainted now by stupid people.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they're going to do the whole, is it not Cthulhu?
It's like a dragon type thing.
Yeah,
Hydra they went to in the comics. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're going to use that. If they are, I want them to make it look decent, sort of thing. I want them to make it look as threatening and as iconic as the skull is. But if they did go back to the skull, I'm all good with it, to be honest, because that's how I always remember the Punisher now. So they said they've done it with the Marvel Rivals. They've not changed him in that.
Yeah. It's not like
So
it's a different variation of the skull. I don't know if they can, because the way it's been abused, it's like the very specific, like classic one. They can maybe get away with a variation of it, but
yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they handle that, because
yeah.
I think there were set photos when they were filming it of cops having it on their shoulders. So there is a plot
Oh,
line of an abuse of that symbol, and
I didn't realize that.
maybe that's why he's in hiding. Is he's like, I
Because
can't
they
have
think
myself
he's
seen.
associated.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice. I didn't think of that either. I didn't realize that.
and
That's even
then
more to bring my boy back then.
yeah, something's going to happen with the police force and something like that. Unless that's all been scrapped in the original vision, but
Yeah, maybe not all.
um,
But yeah,
I
the
know
Punisher.
that was seen on the set, was the logos on the cops. So that's
Oh,
gonna be interesting. But
it's
yeah,
going to be a bit interesting. But yeah, so looking forward to seeing my boy. I can't
yeah,
wait to see him.
yeah, he's gonna be awesome. And I think
Mm.
I'm predicting he's going to be involved in one of those hallway fights or one shot
Oh yeah.
sequences with Daredevil. Like they're gonna be fighting together, wiping out a
Mm.
whole bunch of people, and Matt's gonna be
Oh
like,
yeah.
"No killing, you can't kill anyone." He's like, "Oh, come on, man."
Oh, I can see him having that. Not Spider-Man talking banter, but there's going to be something like that. As
Like
like he's about to pull some trigger to somebody's head. He's like,
yeah,
nope.
he's going to have a gun like drawn to someone's head, and Daredevil's gonna throw his club to hit it out of his
Oh
hand.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
gonna
didn't
be
even think of
something.
that. Yeah,
Um,
that'd be nice.
for me, I'm obviously excited to see Daredevil and Kingpin, but I really am interested to see Muse and
Oh
Bullseye.
yeah.
I think the two of them are going to put Matt through it. Like
Oh,
Matt's gonna have
massively.
a rough time, especially with Bullseye, because
Mm.
again, if you know what happens in the comics and what he does to Matt's life, it's heavy. And based off of the set footage that we've seen and everything, by the looks of it, he could be going through something pretty emotional and pretty heavy. I hope Bullseye isn't just a one and done villain in like one episode.
Yeah.
Like he's broken out, like Kingpin's like killed Daredevil for me or something like that, and then he's just done. I need him to be a series regular. Like
Oh, it's got to be.
you can't just bring Bullseye back and then say, "Yeah, kill him right away." Like
Yeah.
it's that's not how it works. He is
No.
Daredevil's, I guess Kingpin's his arch nemesis, but Bullseye's the enforcer for Kingpin.
Yeah.
That is always the pain in his side. Like he's always causing havoc on his life. So what they did with Bullseye in the original series in season 3 was amazing. Like the actor Wilson Bethel, he was incredible as Dex. So I can't wait to see him back in this, and he's wearing a suit. Actually, this time not the Daredevil suit, but he's got his own suit now. He's got a whole bunch of weapons, like throwing knives, pistols. Like he's going all out on trying to take down Matt. So I'm very excited to see him and Muse, just because like
Well.
he's a crazy guy and he looks terrifying, and
Mm.
I'm interested to see what direction they're going with him, because I think he's this, obviously someone that's not right in the head, but someone that's a medium between Daredevil and Kingpin.
Oh,
He
okay.
he
Oh, I
doesn't
didn't think about
agree.
that, to be
He doesn't
honest.
agree with Kingpin, because there's a lot of graffiti of Kingpin, and there's like all these violent things around him, like
Mm.
basically like, we don't like Kingpin around here. So he's like a voice for the people when Matt is not Daredevil. And
Yeah.
what Muse is doing, he's going after, Kingpin's people in office and stuff like that, corrupt cops, and just straight up murdering them and
Yeah.
doing whatever to them, using their blood as paint for his art. And then Matt is forced back into the mantle to take down this serial killer. So that's what I think they're going to do with Muse, is that he is that medium. but I want to see like how far they're going with him in terms of the violence. Like, I'm not gonna necessarily have a barf bag ready like they recommend, but I am fully expecting
Mm,
like some pretty gory stuff with him,
yeah.
and this is gonna be huge for Disney Plus in general
Oh,
because
massively.
I know Deadpool's got that, but if
Yeah.
what they're saying about this, like I could see them having a like I don't know 20-second shot just focused on someone's guts, and he's like kind of
I,
rearranging all of it and just pulling it out, and
I love that, and then we'll just use that for that bit and
yeah,
do that.
yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see what they do with him. What are your thoughts on Matt abandoning the Daredevil persona heading into the series? Like, what is that event that brings him out of the mantle for you? Like, what do you think he does?
For me, like you said, with two certain people, that lot, I think that's what pushes him over the edge,
Oh,
sort
you
of
think
thing.
that's
That
already happened before?
no. I think in the series, that's what's going to happen to make him go back into being
Oh,
Daredevil. I
okay,
think
okay.
because I've got a question for you actually. Because I was going to save it to the end, but how long do you think until we see him in the Daredevil uniform?
In the original series, it was going to be very little of him in the suit,
Hmm.
and they did reshoot a lot, but I think episode one, he's mostly Matt.
Yeah,
By the, I don't know, halfway point of episode two, he might be back in the suit.
you think so?
I don't think it's going to take that long. Like, it would
Oh,
be really strange if they wait as long as they did, considering that was a huge complaint of the original
yeah,
series, like the original plan for the
yeah.
series. But yeah, I think by episode two, you get him in the suit, and he's in it for a lot of the rest of the show.
For me, I think I said, like you said, episode one, it would just be Matt doing lawyer stuff, and then
Yeah.
I think by the end of episode one, something happens. Somebody gets sort of thing that early on.
Okay.
I think by the end of episode two, the last like 5 minutes or so, that's when he becomes back into the Daredevil costume himself. I think because
Okay.
I, I think they're gonna have it. They're gonna have to have a wink and a nod to him being Daredevil in She-Hulk. They're gonna have to mention something about that. I think, and then he's going to have to. I think he's going to have to mention. He's going to obviously going to have forgotten who he is now, but I think he's going to have a wink and a nod. At, oh well, I did have to do a case for a young lad, but for the life of me, I can't remember what his name is, sort of thing. And he's going to they're going
Oh,
to have a wink and a nod to them two incidents because technically we've seen Matt and Daredevil already in the MCU.
yeah.
So
But the She-Hulk thing they said is like there are things that they can reference that have already happened with them. They won't reference everything. So
okay, yeah, but it's only two items. It's only two times. You think they're not going to
I don't
reference
think they'll
that?
talk about She-Hulk. They might say him going to San Francisco for a bit. I don't think they're going to talk about She-Hulk.
Okay,
For
okay.
Spider-Man though, I know for a fact that Kingpin says something like a kid running around in pajamas or something around the city.
Oh, does it? I have not
Something
heard.
like
Didn't
that.
catch that. Was that in the trailer?
No, it was. I don't know if it's in a clip or if it was
Oh, right. I'm gonna
in an
say.
or if it was in an interview when he dropped that.
Oh, I'm gonna say. I'm sure I'd heard something like that in the trailer, sort of thing.
Yeah, so
But that's
there is
nice.
reference to this kid in spider pajamas. So yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
gonna be,
interesting.
and he's a huge
Yeah,
advocate for Spider-Man versus Kingpin. Like I'm sure he's put his word in with Feige. Like
got to have
when
done.
you get the chance, think of me.
Give me him. Give me
Yeah,
him. Give me him.
yeah,
But yeah, yeah. That's. I think he's just going to live his life. He's happy as he is just being a lawyer for the time being, and then
something happens.
wham, yeah, somebody's like in front of him, and he's going to be like red rag to a bull, sort of thing.
For me, I think based off of what we've seen, this is following very close to the Chip Darsky series.
Mm.
At the beginning of that series, this isn't like a major spoiler, but he kills someone. And that crosses the line for him. And even in the trailer, he says a line was crossed, and then you see like the helmet falling off the building, and there's even a shot in some TV spot, I think, of him and this guy on a rooftop, and he's just like punching him constantly in the face. I don't know if that's later on, but it could be he just crossed, like he just kept punching. He would not stop punching.
Okay.
Something happened
something
happens that pushes him over the edge, and he kills, and he can't live with that. So he's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most interesting. That was one of the most interesting parts of that comic run was he killed. Like that was something he never did, and he did it.
Yeah.
And with his faith and his morals, it just messed with him. Like he could not live with that. And then down the line, he's forced to come back to that mantle. So, yeah. If anyone has not read it, the Chip Darsky or Zdarsky, however you say it, his comic run from issue 1 all the way through Devil's Reign is perfect. It is 10 out of 10 Marvel storytelling and Daredevil storytelling. So
nice.
Yeah. What do you think is Fisk's overall plan as mayor of New York? Like, why is he trying so hard to become mayor? What is he going to do?
For me, I'm thinking he wants to become mayor, so he can become like that powerful that he's untouchable sort of thing. That he can demand all these stupid things like taking out all the superheroes and having a New York ban on superheroes, but deep down, really, he's in the underground gangs and he's telling them what to do in that, because nobody can stop him because it's only the cops to go against him, and then the cops are going to be like, here's a few quid, there's a backhander to look the other way sort of thing. He's going to be so corrupt under the layer that it can just go, well, I've literally got everybody in my pocket. I can do what I want. Nobody's going to stop me now because I've stopped all these superheroes.
I just had a thought.
Oh, go on.
The White House is open right now. Does he make the
Oh,
move?
no.
Does he go a step further and campaign for president of the United States?
Oh.
Devil's Reign kind of deals with him being, I guess, supported to run for president. But if you want to tie it to the greater universe, which I don't know, that could be a risk, but
I was going to say, do you think they'd carry it on so quickly after Captain America just been out in cinemas? Do you think they jump that quick?
There is a question of when this takes place in the timeline, but
yeah,
I don't know. It could be a cool idea. Like
that would be nice. That would really be nice, to be honest. I didn't even think of that, to be honest.
Like the Marvel Universe needs a new president, so
you do see them shots of all the American flags.
Yeah, it could just be because New York. There's probably a lot of that, but he could try to take it a step further.
Do you have like big offices with American flags in New York?
I haven't been in one, so I don't know.
I wouldn't have a clue. I've never been abroad, so I can't say. So,
I think season 2 they might deal with that.
That'd be nice.
Season 1,
really nice.
Season 1, he's mayor, I think, and then by the end of season 1, I think he's like, all right, president, let's do it.
Yeah. Oh damn. Oh,
that just came to me. I was like, wait, Ross isn't president anymore. That seat is open. It could be his. He's going to want it all. He's going to want everything.
Oh, that'd be a good thing though. That the little things, the Easter eggs and stuff like in the background. Do you think we'll have like a news report of the White House being rebuilt after
Red Hulk appearance?
Red Hulk rampage or something like that sort of thing.
You might. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
You might.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, back to the question.
Yeah.
I think his plan, like I said this before, is he wants all that power, and he'll do anything to stop anything that opposes him, including getting rid of the heroes in the city. So he's, obviously he's still dealing with the criminal underground of New York, like funding all these different things and making sure the cash flow keeps running to him, and the power just keeps growing for him. And Daredevil's going to be, getting close to stopping him, and he's like, "You know what? No, you're banned. Like, get out of here." And in fact, all of you are banned. None of you are
Yeah.
allowed here. And I think depending on how Thunderbolts ends, it could be,
Well,
it,
this stops just before Thunderbolts, does it?
yeah, just before. So yeah, his New York is going to be encapsulated in a shadow from the Sentry. So
Yeah.
that's going to be interesting to see how they deal with that. Like Matt's not going to have a problem at all with not seeing
Yeah.
because he's already blind. But
Yeah, there's no deal to him on that long.
everyone
That
else
just
is going to be like, is that going to be an event that impacts this show going forward?
literally took the words out of my mouth there, to be honest. I was going to say, do you think there'll be any ramifications from that into this in season 2 or something like that?
I could see them referencing it. I don't know if
They've
it's
got to.
going to be a huge plot point. Like it might be a part of like it adds all more to the reason of why heroes shouldn't be allowed in New York. But
Yeah.
at the same time, he could be, bringing all these different villains in under his payroll. Like, you need to protect me for all
Yeah.
these heroes that will come after me. Like, he knows they're going to come
Yeah.
for him. So it could be interesting to see how far they go down that. But just seeing Fisk in command of someone like the U.S. agent or
Oh.
Taskmaster or Ghost, like
Mm.
any of those kind of mercenary characters, like
Oh, that'd be so good.
it's going to be like right out of the books. Like it's going to be,
Mm.
if that happens, for sure Devil's Reign is coming.
Oh yeah, massively outlaw. But do you think you will see an interaction between Fisk and that? Is it Victoria?
Oh, Val.
Val. Do you think we'll have any interaction between them? With it being in New York and
Oh,
she's took over the Avengers Tower.
maybe he's holding some kind of like event and she's there, and oh, that would be cool.
Think of that interaction.
Yeah, like he's holding some kind of fundraiser or something for his campaign, and she shows up like, "Hey, Mayor Fisk, like I've got this little thing that might be of help for you and kind of saving the city." Like,
And you'll
yeah,
have what's his name as well, Bucky Barnes. He's
Congressman
a
Barnes, yeah.
Congressman Barnes.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe politics is really picking up now.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Like it's going to be, again, it could be a delicate subject, especially now, but it,
Well, yeah.
with with what they're doing with Fisk, I don't know. The possibilities are endless with
Yeah.
who you can tie to him in that role. Yeah, he's going to be unrelenting in trying to get all the power he can by any means necessary.
Oh, massive. 100%.
Will this live up to the previous show? Will it be as good or better than the previous show?
With what I've seen and what I can tell from the trailers and what people have been saying and stuff, I think it will live up to it, but I don't know whether it will be better. The only
Yeah.
way we're going to find out if it's better than it is when we see it. Like when we see it and it's got all this gore and the story is really strong and you really care for the characters and you can see where it's progressing and stuff. If all them lot hits out of the park, then it's going to be 100% better than the Netflix series because they've got a wider scope to
Yeah.
play around with sort of thing and bring in people and stuff like that sort of thing. But at the moment, I think it's just going to be as good. You can't really tell if it's going to be better until you actually see it. But at the moment, I think it's definitely be as good, 100%.
Yeah, I think because this series is now, like we said before, in the MCU, like they can do basically anything at this point. Because in the original series, they could only make really tiny references to characters or events. Like in the newspaper office, they'd have a newspaper like Battle of New York and Sokovia and stuff like that. Like they couldn't actually say any kind of specific name or event. It was just in the background. In this now, you can reference all of that without having to worry about it. So what made the original series so contained or so good is that it was contained.
Yeah.
And it was right down into the streets. Like it was all right there in the pavement. Like it was dark, it was gritty, it was grimy, violent. And what they're showing so far looks to be very similar. I think it will feel just different enough that it maybe won't be quite better than the original series. Like I could see it being definitely on the same level. I don't think it will outperform the original just in terms of because it has that much more I guess suspension of disbelief because it's in the greater MCU now. So hopefully it stays contained to a point where it still feels like the original series based off what they've shown. But there always is the possibility of, Thor showing up or someone, and it's like, oh, okay, now it's not Daredevil anymore.
Yeah.
Or at least the original Daredevil. Like, obviously in the comics, he's had interactions with all of them, and he will down the road, especially with Avengers coming up. But
I see he's even got his own Avengers little club card in the comics. So
yeah, but even in this, it's like, how much will they reference of that greater world? Like things have happened before, like you said, like will they mention the Red Hulk and all that? Because then that kind of throws into the, I don't know, not cartoony, but just it's different. Like it's not the grounded series it once was. It's part of something bigger now. So yeah, that's all the questions I had. So do you have any like last minute predictions or thoughts on the show?
The one thing I do, it's more of a hope because I don't think it'll ever happen, to be honest. But do you think we'll get a glimpse of Spider-Man going through the streets or something like that, or a little web swing or something?
I would never say no to that. Like I want the two of them to work together.
It's there.
And he's on his own now. Like he's there, but Brad Winterbaum said they don't have the rights to a live action Spider-Man appearance. Like it's strictly 30-minute animation and their joint, appearances in the movies. But like it would be so, even just having like, I don't know, like a shot of the skyline and you have the moon and you see the flip over the moon and then just swinging back down.
Just something. He's like, you don't have to actually be there. Just some little animation. They've got with this series as well and having multiple series, they've got to have some connection eventually or something. Even if they're in bleeding Spider-Man 4 or whatever God knows thing that's going to be. Just give me a connection between them. They've had so much in the comics. Just
you have to assume that Kingpin is like, he obviously is in control of some kind of mob around the city, and I guess we didn't even talk about this, but Vanessa was taking over for him while he was gone, and she's done a really good job with the Empire. You have to assume Spider-Man's looked into it and like how to take them down. Like
got to.
They have to connect it at some point. Like there's no excuse for them rights, but also
Sony's an excuse.
But you can't give us it in animation teasing what could be more and then have them in the same world, in the same universe now, and not give it to us.
It's not even just the same universe, in the same city.
Yeah.
It's in the same city. Probably a stone's throw away from where he's hiding somewhere.
Yeah. Using his radar sense, he could probably hear all the
exactly. That's a new sound.
Yeah. They have to do it. Like they can't just wait and not give it to us. Like
exactly. They've got to give us something. I'm begging them, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I guess that's our Daredevil Born Again discussion.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll get into a game of best watch then. It's been a bit since we've done this, so I'm curious to see how this is going to go. Did you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I'll let you start this time because I started last time. So
Okay, so for me, I chose superhero origin movies.
okay.
So I have 5 options for you.
Yeah.
Batman Begins,
Oh,
Iron Man,
right. Okay.
Spider-Man, like the first one, the Sam Raimi.
Tobey Maguire.
Yep. Captain America, the First Avenger,
Oh, come off it.
or Man of Steel.
Man of Steel 5.
All right.
Straight away. And there's no thing like that. I can't stand Superman. He's no. But the others are horrible.
I'm just gonna write
Oh,
these down so I have the
yeah.
list.
Oh, do I go biased or do I go genuine? I've got to go genuine. So Batman Begins 1,
Okay, that's surprising for me.
Cap 2,
Okay.
because I just spoilers. There's that Captain America First Avenger. The retro reviews coming up on my channel, and I'm about practically weeping it because of how much I love that film, and I really pour my heart out into that one. So keep an eye on that on the channel. But yeah, that too.
And then you have Iron Man and Spider-Man 1.
I'm gonna have to say Iron Man 3 and Spidey 4, to be
Wow.
honest, because I do like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man Origins, but again, with what I said in the retro review as well, and that lot with Iron Man 1, I do think they did that Origins really well and really to the comics and to like justifying it sort of
Yeah.
thing. But I can't not knock 1 or 2 off, to be honest, because the Batman Begins, just like film and origins of it, was just magnificent. He's the best Batman for me,
Yeah,
sort of
for
thing,
sure.
all day long. And then it's my boy. Look at him. He's there. I can't not praise that film and his origins and how it's presented and just to enough because it's just so good now. So yeah, definitely to my bottom. Top
All right.
spot, useless.
So,
Can't stand it.
so your list is number 1, Batman Begins, 2, Captain America: The First Avenger, 3, Iron Man, 4, Spider-Man, and 5, Man of Steel.
Yeah, I think
Solid.
that's a fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a fair reflection of series. A film was there, to be honest. It's
Now, for me, I love Man of Steel. Like, I know that's one that gets a lot of hate, but I love it. So this list would have been really tough for me. Like, really tough.
what? So we'll flip reverse it then. This ain't what I'm asking for you, but how would you have put that then?
Oh, okay. I think I would put Batman Begins 1,
Okay, yeah.
Spider-Man 2,
Oh, Toby, that high up. Okay.
Man of Steel, no, Iron Man 3, Man of
Okay.
Steel 4, and then
Oh,
Cap.
you're doing my boy dirty
No,
there.
the reason I'm doing that, is because going into the movie, I was extremely familiar with his origin, and it
Yeah.
did nothing different for me.
That's good. Predictability is
It's
good,
good,
isn't
but
it?
there's no shocking elements to it at all. There's nothing to get me like, oh, they did this. Like, it's exactly like how I knew it from the cartoons and the comics. Like, it was almost exactly how I already knew it.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's fair enough. I'll give you that one. I can give you that.
Yeah.
I still like it though. I really do. And I'm,
It's a well
you know
done
what I'm
movie. Like, it's still really good. It's just it doesn't do anything new for me.
You know what I'm like. He's my boy. I can't say no to enough. Right, so let me get my list up and ready. So I've got 6 here, but I've got
Okay.
6 TV series,
Oh, TV, that's
and
gonna
they're
be hard.
all like the first series sort of thing. Even though some of these only had one series, but all the first seasons of these TV series. So
Okay.
you've got the Penguin.
Oh man. Okay.
Daredevil season 1, Netflix.
Oh, damn it. This is going to be tough.
Loki season 1. Peacemaker.
Okay.
Arrow.
Okay.
And WandaVision.
I'm putting Peacemaker at 6 just because I didn't finish it.
Oh, I thought that was really good, to be honest. I really did like
I
Peacemaker. I think,
keep
for
hearing
me,
that
I
it's
think it's
really
because
good. I couldn't connect with it just because, I don't know. There's so much over the top humor. It was kind of taking me out of it. Like I know
okay.
I know that's James Gunn's style and that's the character, but
Yeah.
it was just a lot. So yeah, and I maybe got 2 episodes in. Like I didn't get very
Really?
far. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was
The intro is
addicted to
great.
it. Yeah. No, I was addicted to it. It was the best thing about that second Suicide Squad Peacemaker one.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
brilliant. Even Harley Quinn couldn't save that film.
I'm going to have to put Daredevil at 1 because that's
Oh,
my
Daredevil
all-time.
1.
That's my favorite show of all time.
Oh, okay. That's
Even though
understandable. I'm surprised, but
I'm trying to think, like season 3 and season 1 of that go like hand in hand because they're so Kingpin centric, and then Bullseye in season 3 really lifts it, but in season 1 it's all building up to their rivalry of what will be an unstoppable, back and forth between those two characters. Yeah. So you said Penguin, WandaVision,
Penguin,
Arrow, and
Loki.
Well, oh.
See, I was being really nice. I thought these 6 series are going to be a killer.
Okay, I'm putting Penguin at 2.
I thought you might.
Loki
That
3.
was a really good series. So Penguin 2, Loki 3.
Arrow season 1 was really good.
It's the only Arrow series I've actually watched. I watched season 1 and I couldn't get into the rest of them.
I got as far as season 5 or 6, I think. But all those shows, just as they kept going, they just got like, what the heck are we doing here?
Well,
like,
yeah, what's the point?
Like, they're just so... It's... I don't know, like... I don't know too much about those characters, but they were introducing so much, and like the effects take you out of it. Like they're so bad, especially Supergirl. Like the effects in that were so bad.
Well, then you have all the crossover events and
true, yeah, all the crossovers. It was a lot.
What the hell?
You had to keep up with so much, and I know you have to do that with the MCU now and all that, but
yeah, well, yeah,
but they're just there's so much more. There's more quality in the MCU stuff.
Yes.
Like there's so much more work going into it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put WandaVision 4.
Wanda 4. Okay.
And then Arrow 5.
That's not far off what I thought you'd put, to be honest. So, number 1, you've got Daredevil season 1.
Yep.
Number 2, Penguin. Loki season 1, number 3. WandaVision at number 4. Arrow number 5, Peacemaker's number 6. I've got to admit, 5 and 6, I definitely would have predicted you to put there. But 1 to 4, I could have seen that a completely different way. I was thinking Penguin 1, Daredevil 2, and then maybe Wanda 3 and Loki 4.
You think I like WandaVision more than Loki?
I thought, because I liked season 1, I thought it was alright. I thought you might have really pushed it out there with that one.
I still stand by that WandaVision is overrated. But it's better than Arrow and Peacemaker.
Yeah, I'll give you that, definitely.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's a game of best watch. That was tough. That was really tough.
Yeah, I got to admit, I told you, I really wanted to gear some really excellent TV series there. And I like all of them. I love, because I'd have probably put Peacemaker probably 5 or 4 myself.
So what would you put under it then?
So for me, I'd have gone Loki season 1, Penguin 2, Wanda 3, probably Peacemaker 4, Daredevil 5, Arrow 6.
Oh my god.
That's what I'd have done.
Daredevil that low.
It was really good, but that's a tough crowd to be with. That is.
It is tough, but it's Daredevil.
But yeah, I get that. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that'll do it for this episode. I
Yeah.
think we're both really excited for Daredevil Born Again.
Mm.
Again, make sure to keep your eye on both channels for both our reviews dropping. I'm gonna try my best to get them out the day of, so it's
Yeah.
closer to when they release. It's gonna be a
If
fast
I
edit.
say-
I'm just gonna put it out there.
if I could, I would, but there's no chance. Not with school runs, trying to record it, get Shaney to edit it, get all the stuff. There's no way on the same day and that lot. Second day, yeah, 100%. There's no chance on the first day, no chance. Not from my end anyway. It's just I've got too much going on.
Yeah, I'll probably be home, I don't know, around 3 that day, and as soon as I'm getting home, I'm watching both of those episodes. It's going to be 2 hours of watching Daredevil, and then I'm going to have to do a super quick edit of those, so it's going to be rough. And those will be up pretty fast after that. Like, I'll have all the thumbnails ready before, and I just need to go in and, watch,
Bang, bang, bang,
edit.
bang, go.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's it. So do you have anything dropping on your channel in the next little bit?
So we've got some more Marvel Midnight Suns where we've finally got the Avengers into it now. We've got my boy Cap I get to play with. I'm so excited to play as him. I've got the DLC as well, so I've been downloading all the costumes that lot. So I've got him. I think I've got him in like a space age. It's a very similar suit to what he's wearing in Marvel Rivals, actually.
Okay.
Which looks spectacular, especially doing on them. And then next Wednesday, this Wednesday will be the Iron Man 2 retro review, talking about how Whiplash was sort of thing.
Yep.
Pretty much, just being honest. And then obviously Daredevil coming out on the Thursday, and then I think next week will be the Lego Avengers, where we're literally coming up to the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron. So there's probably only maybe an episode or two that left, and then the film after that, which was Ant-Man. So yeah, that's wrapping up quite nicely, and then we'll be on to was it Lego Avengers? No, not Lego Avengers. Lego Superheroes 2, where it's all about Kang. Yeah, all about Kang on that one. So we've done one, we've done the Avengers, we've got to finish the trilogy off on that one.
I didn't even know Ant-Man was included in the Avengers one. I thought it was just the solo movies and then the 2 Avengers movies.
No. At the end, if you downloaded the DLCs and stuff, and after you've finished Age of Ultron's stuff and that lot, there's an Ant-Man mission you can do as well. And that lot, literally doing like the comic book photos, going through the film and stuff like that sort of thing. So yeah,
okay.
And Ant-Man will be the last one of the films. That
I don't understand why they didn't wait until the movies were done and they do like an Infinity Saga Lego game.
This is what I've been asking for ages. I think that'd have been fantastic.
Yeah,
it'd be so cool, especially in the modern graphics now. And that lot. Who wants Lego Horizon Zero Dawn? Who wants that? Just
no one asked for that.
Exactly. Give me Infinity War.
They did the Skywalker saga for Star Wars, so you could get just times that maybe by like 3. You get like 20 something games all in one.
We got all 9 films in that, weren't they, as well? And them was chunky levels in them Star Wars things that lot. Yeah. So they just you can do it for Star Wars, just do it for Marvel. It's just
exactly there. Yeah. Maybe they don't have the rights anymore. I don't know, but
don't tell me that. I'll be gutted if that happened. I'll be well gutted.
So yeah, I guess we're off that tangent.
Yeah.
For my channel, for myself, I just as of recording this, I dropped a video today of what my ideal lineup would be for the new Avengers in the MCU to go against Doctor Doom and Avengers Doomsday. You could tell by his disappointment that was something
literally
he was going to pitch.
The idea.
Yeah, he was going to pitch that to me as an idea for the show, so we will be doing that. So keep your eyes out for the announcement for that and all that. So that dropped. Of course, my Daredevil reviews, by the time this is out, they will be out, so you can watch those. And just keeping up on Daredevil. if any news drops between now and then I'll cover that too. But this is going to be a Daredevil focused channel for a bit. So
massively. Yeah.
yeah.
I cannot
So,
blame you in the slightest there.
yeah. So yeah, I think that's all we've got for you today. So Daredevil is March 4th. Everyone go watch it. It's going to be awesome. Subscribe to both our channels, Thwip Media and Marvel Mad, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you in a bit, guys. Thank you.